Hi, my name is Brian Hyde. I've been a friend of Ryan Bundy's for at least the last 12 years, and I've become friends with his family over that time too. And as you may have heard, they've been in the news over the last 3 years particularly. Well, today we are in Las Vegas, Nevada, where the United States versus Bundy trial is getting underway. I spent this morning in the courtroom where jury selection was taking place. It's a pretty interesting thing just to get into the courtroom, considering you have to pass through two separate security checkpoints, and they want no electronic devices of any kind. Decorum within the courtroom is very strictly enforced, and we'll talk more about that as we cover this trial. But I want you to understand that the United States versus anybody is a very daunting thing to face. Carol Bundy is here with me, and Carol, I know you've looked forward to this day probably with a little bit of joy that finally there's some resolution coming, but also I'm sure with a sense of dread for what this represents. How are you feeling, and what does this mean?
Well, today my feelings are mixed. I am ready for my family to have their day in court. I'm excited for the truth to be told, and I'm praying for a jury that will stand for the truth, understand the truth, know the truth, but more importantly, stand for the freedom and liberty of this great country. You know, freedom isn't free. And I understand that today, as I am not able to go in there, I am a witness, and so I do not get to support my family as I would like to, so my emotions are mixed and kind of close to the surface. I understand that all four of the men that are on trial there are there today. They are dressed in red.
Every one of them.
Every one of them. And
Yep.
Someone asked the significance of that. I don't know, other than it shows that they stand together, that they're a team and they're ready to fight. And they stood in April of 2014 together, and they're standing again together for the same purpose, and that's an overreaching government, good against evil. And today, right now, talking to you, I am excited to move forward. I'm excited to see where this is going to go, and I'm excited to actually have liberty and freedom stand once again in this great nation.
Getting the message out through the media today can be very, very difficult because there's a lot of filters that come into play. So we have a lot of people who are here in support of the Bundy family. There will be a lot of other live feeds that will be going out to help get the truth out. If you want the official word from Carol and from her family, this is the feed that we would like you to follow, and we'll be back with updates to keep you posted on everything happening here in Las Vegas.